DOJ has now announced that they have arrested 3 people in a high-end brothel network that they have found was used by people with security clearances, elected officials, military officers, and other contractors for the government with security clearances. They've just announced it, well, I think while we were here. It was operating in Massachusetts and Virginia.
A lot of military up in Virginia.
A lot of
so wait
FBI.
a minute. So wait. There was a high...
Brothels are still a thing?
They arrested
yes.
What year is this?
Han Lee
The
from Cambridge, James Lee of Torrance, California, and Jun Myung Lee of Dedham, Massachusetts. They've all been charged with conspiracy to coerce and entice to travel to engage in illegal sexual activity.
So they're not busting the officials because they're too high up. They're busting the traffickers.
Of course.
They transported women and advertised them online for pre-approved clients to choose from through several websites and ran the brothels out of apartments they rented.
Who's making these apps?
But by the way, who the fuck is who's with all we know about online? Who's doing anything online
They're
anymore?
not tracking anybody.
What are you doing?
Especially people with security clearances.
Yeah, no shit.
So the way they found them was investigators identified several buyers through surveillance phone records and interviews. Yes. Doctors, lawyers, accountants, elected officials, executives of high-tech companies, pharmaceutical companies, military officers, government contractors, professors, scientists. Commercial sex ring online.
So you already know. First of all, you're high up in the NSA, whatever. You know how computers work. You know how easy they are to hack if you really know what you're talking about. And you still were doing this online. This is where you go, where, there needs to be a way every man needs to lobotomize its penis so it doesn't take over the brain. That's what happens. They've got to be, can you make my penis so it's not stronger than my real brain, please?
They were actually found, the investigation was a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations, which is my brother. HSI is who busted them. My brother, that's what he said, like illegal sex stuff, predominantly with children. That's what they're overloaded with now.
They said that he said it kind of blew up during the pandemic.
Yes. I
don't understand. I don't like, you know what? I'll say this, and I've said this many times. If you have a desire to we need to just edit you. We need to have, I don't even care. No trial. No. Yeah. We don't. We already saw it. We caught the kid. Kid told us what you did. We just go in the room.
We're going to have to edit this. YouTube has better, security than this fucking brothel.
Right, because they won't let me say that.
Yeah. We're going to have to edit that out.
Oh, really?
That's crazy. Yeah, probably.
Brothel?
No.
No, about me saying that.
That phrase.
Yeah. I just don't
if you want to, right.
I just don't understand. Like, you're a glitched human. We need you out of the gene pool. We need you out of the gene pool. We need you gone.
Yeah.
We need you gone.
I agree.
Can you look up, because the Republican House is still not doing anything. But no. You guys don't understand. They're about to shut the government down. We're like 20 something days. We're less than 20 days away from it, and we're not even talking about it. And they just keep kicking the can down the road. That's why I'm praying to God. And listen, people, in 2024, vote for people that can get shit done. And the problem is, we had this happen here. So that house across the street, right? That's messing up our business. Really, it's bringing the neighborhood value down. I called our local councilman. I was like, "Hey, what is going on?" He won't get on the phone, but his secretary says, "Oh, we're handling it." I go, "No, you're not." I go, "It's nothing's being done. There's people living there. There's no cops there." She goes, "Call North Hollywood PD." And I go, "Wait, so you're the council person. You could actually handle this and make them move, but you want me to do it?" "Well, we've done all we can." I said, "Okay." I call North Hollywood PD. North Hollywood PD goes, "What do you want me to do?" I go,
they say call the council.
I go, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, there's people living there illegally, and so what do you want us to do?" All right. I called the police, right? Because you said the word illegally, and
you have like lights in a car, and there's
some guys with guns. Don't you have some? Yeah, like
with authority.
Yeah, no,
come
nothing.
In, they're with illegal things.
I never see cops. The only time I see cops in LA is when I'm coming here because I go right by the police station, and like today I saw one. cop pulling in. I don't see them on the road. I used to see Chips on the highway.
Yep.
I don't see them anymore.
I think
Chips or is it Chip?
I think with what's happened in the last 5-6 years, cops have gotten such a bad, George Floyd, they've gotten such a bad rep. I think there's a lot of people that maybe would have become cops and decided not to. Also, I think city budgets they're backing them down. It feels like things are getting shakier.
Yeah, but you always see
really
they are running these promos of like, hey, we're hiring.
Yeah.
And it's like 6 figures. You could be a rookie cop.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You see, it's on the back of the cars.
I think we should.
Yeah. The three of us.
We would
just
be
on this
awesome.
street. Just this street.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Body cam. Let's look at Lorraine's body cam. Yikes. Wow, she shot a bunch of people. Wow, that's crazy. She says pew pew a lot too. Weird. Pew pew pew.
That's how my brother, when we were growing up, he would have guns and he'd say pew 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 pew. And now he's got he'll send me picture. He's got a beard now. Big,
literally
big
holding
dude, holding an AR with his finger on the trigger, about to serve a warrant, with the SWAT team and stuff. And I always hear pew 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 pew. Here I come, bad guys, pew pew, which he hates. And I called him Pee Wee. My sister and I would call him Pee Wee. Well,
that's why he became a cop now.
He and I were best friends because we're so close in age, and my sister is 7 years older, and so she was the loser, and we were the cool ones together. We band together. But yeah, I definitely will always see him like that in his little Superman underpants and his cape. Flying over.
So nothing's changed.
He's a Homeland Security inspector now, and
he's not an inspector. He's a Homeland Security investigator.
Investigator, sorry, that's
special agent,
taking down brothels.
Yeah, and he's taking down people that are really messing with kids. The stuff he does is pretty amazing. I'm glad he's out there. But I do get. He was talking about how, and I think all these guys have a problem with. Imagine your job is to see the worst. Your job every day. You get to deal with the worst human beings, and I think this is the problem with being a cop too. Mm-hmm. No one calls cops to come over and see the positive side of humanity. They don't go, hey, come on over. What do we do? We're going to watch people build a Habitat for Humanity. Yeah. Jimmy Carter's here. Come over. And you just come here and watch us. They're sent to the worst. Women getting beaten. There are two, dead bodies out in front of the place. There, and I think that there's a point where I don't know if I could do it, man. It would shave your soul, wouldn't it?
They should really have, which they probably, maybe they do. They have where all the officers have to do weekly,
they do.
Community.
There was one
outreach stuff
that
positive.
He served.
Yeah, you get 2 days with help doing positive
you have
things
to go
for the
do
community.
something,
That would
go
be
do a
good
speech,
idea.
go do a thing.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. I was going with his thing.
Yeah, I'm going to answer that. They do have those resources available, but sometimes they're mandatory. So some of these cases that I know about that he helped close are so awful. I can't even bear to have it in my head.
Yep.
That I didn't know that it existed, and I wish it weren't in my head. But he said as agents were walking off site, they had counselors there waiting immediately for an immediate conversation, and then had mandatory sessions after that. It was so bad.
They're trying to.
The thing is that before they can break in with the battering ram, which was his job last time, and he couldn't get in. My brother, man, pew. But the guy had one of those.
Steel
remember?
doors.
And the bars that.
Right,
but anyway, but pew pew. They have to allow things to initiate. Not necessarily that, but the live stream has to begin. It has to go so far. I called him because I was boarding a flight, and I walked on, and there were 3 dudes on the jet bridge around the corner, standing there with guns and bulletproof vests. I go, "Who you guys with?" And the guy goes, "Homeland Security." I go, "Oh," so I'm going to talk. My brothers, and they were like, "Okay, ma'am,
move along, lady."
So I asked him that, for example. They had to, I said, "Why are they on the jet bridge?" He said, "Because they had to allow whomever it was to board the flight." So they always have to allow things to go so far to prove intent, I guess. And so that case that day was so bad, what they saw.
Did they get the guy off the flight?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So he said, I go, what does this mean? He goes, I mean, somebody's not going to LA. Like somebody's
the funny thing
getting
is, like,
off that plane.
Imagine that. Criminal or not, flying sucks. I don't care who you are. You get your stuff on the plane. You get your stuff in the overhead. You finally sit down. All right, don't move. You're under arrest. Oh, man, I didn't even get my orange juice.
My brother got to tell the
get some
tactical
peanuts?
chicken story in person at my birthday party. It was kind of awesome. Tony Horton goes, that sounds made up. And we were like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
it's
we
that
know.
insane.